Dixie's got to be feeling pretty good right now, Devin, coming off a big win against Snow Canyon, the #1 team in 4A on the road. They're back at home against Crimson Cliffs, a team that pulled off one of the most miraculous wins in recent memory in Region 10 against them last year. The Flyers have got to have revenge on their minds tonight.
Yeah, there's no question. Minute 13, you're up 8, just couldn't close it out, and you end up losing that game 71-70 back on January the 14th. We talked to Coach Roberts a little bit about that game, and it's one that haunted him, but he said it made him better. It made this team refocus, made them a lot better. Situationally, the guys went back to work, trying to close out games, trying to make free throws, limit mistakes in the stretch. And the Flyers actually have played a lot of close games. And, I think you got to play some of those close games to really prepare you for the state tournament, because I certainly think Dixie is a state championship caliber team. And I think Crimson Cliffs, who has played a lot of close games, could be a state caliber team. They're kind of coming off a little tough loss last week against Pineview, but this is still a really good basketball team. They're sitting at number 6 in the RPI. It's going to be important to close out the season for Crimson, because you want to be 1, 2, and 3 get buys and don't have to play till the Burns Arena. February 21st. And then you got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They get home games. So you really want to be 4 through 8. So at least you have a home game. You don't have to drive up to Cache Valley. And so you got, teams like Crimson, Hurricane, Pineview that are all jockeying for position to try to at least get a home game, even though they're probably not going to get a bye for the postseason first round.
Crimson Cliffs coming off arguably their toughest stretch of the season. They've lost 3 out of their last 4, including an overtime loss to Desert Hills, losing to Snow Canyon. And then Pineview, their last time out, they beat Hurricane there in the interim by 13 points. But if you're Coach Winters, this team has the talent. It's just a matter of kind of regrouping down the home stretch. This is the most important part of the regular season coming up.
Yeah, no question. I mean, every game matters with the RPI, which you like, but you can never take a region championship away from a team. And for the Flyers, they got a chance. They're tied with Snow Canyon, top the standings. I don't know if Snow Canyon loses. They win in. They split. It's co-region titles if Dixie can win in, and that's got to be the mission for those 2 teams at the top. But if they slip up at all, here's Crimson sitting right there in 3rd in the region standings. They win tonight. Somebody knocks off Snow Canyon. They could still get a really good seed in the postseason and make a run at the title.
You're listening to our Ideal Home and Paint game of the night. There's 3 games in Region 10 tonight, as always, over on our sister station 92.5 FM. KDXU. You can listen to the Pineview Panthers as they host the Snow Canyon Warriors. There's also a link up on sportsradio977.com to watch that game, courtesy of our partners over at Utah Sports TV. And then the Cedar Reds going to the Desert Hills Thunder to play in the Thunderdome. Always a treat to watch Zap Santana play. And anytime you can catch him. And Desert Hills looking to get the upset victory tonight at home. Thanks for being with us, Devin Dixon, Andy Thompson inside the hangar. Devin, we were able to talk with Coach Tyler Roberts of the Dixie Flyers earlier on the drive. And, he was, pretty happy with the performance of the team on Friday night, knocking off Snow Canyon, especially when arguably their best offensive player, Kyle Lemke, didn't have his best game. Other guys were able to step up, and they're looking forward to guys like Grant Carter and Jordan Roberts and others aiding in the scoring, especially down the stretch as we head into the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, everything's magnified. Everything's important. You're really trying to, really execute all your stuff. And we found out from Coach Roberts today that he's saving a lot of stuff. Probably some presses, probably some inbounds plays when we were chatting with him earlier. So you're really running your base stuff, trying to execute that, and then maybe keeping a few things that you haven't shown to everybody, where you need it in the state tournament.
Absolutely, yeah. Always, I think Coach Roberts is known for his out-of-bounds stuff, and he's won a state championship, and coaches respect his ability to, figure out game plans to go up against people. On the other side, Coach Winters is known for similar stuff and has had a lot of success just in the 3rd year of the program. Crimson Cliffs coming off a quarterfinal finish last year, and you look at their roster led by Hudson Hawes, a preseason co-MVP in Region 10. Of course, Jordan Eaton, One of the guys I wanted to spotlight in the pregame show is Houston Johnson, who's getting more and more time in the front court defensively. He's making plays, and his offensive game seems to get more and more confident every week, Devin.
Yeah, I mean, it comes from a pretty good basketball family. His dad, Britton Johnson, had that great career with the Utah Running Utes and then the NBA. It was fun when we had Britton on our show, it's been 6 or 7 months ago. You were pulling up that old clip of when he dunked on LeBron James. And, I mean, you got a dad that played in the association, and I think he's one of the most improved kids. I mean, he's still growing into his body. He's still growing. But I think he has really put the time and effort, and it's been a huge, huge improvement from his sophomore to his junior season. And I think you're going to see even a bigger leap next year. I mean, because he's getting better every time we see him play.
It's the Interior Design Center pregame show here on ESPN 97.7 live from Dixie High School. The Flyers taking on the Mustangs. Thanks for being with us. We're going to take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll give you our Camping World keys to the game right here on your home for Region 10 basketball, ESPN 97.7.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go?
For over a century, Dixie State University has been shaping the trailblazers of tomorrow by providing a culture of active learning, active life. With a paradigm of real-world experience mixed with cutting-edge technologies and rich traditions, we provide one of the most affordable educations in the West, set against the most stunning backdrop on the planet.
Where do you find the titans of classical music in St. George? Classical music on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM. Where do you find the legends of jazz? Evenings on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM.
Welcome back. Interior Design Center pregame show. Devin Dixon, Andy Thompson. Thanks for being with us. Time now for our Camping World keys to the game. We got the Flyers versus the Mustangs. One of the best games of the year last time they played. Seems like just a few weeks ago, Devin. Let's check out our keys to the game. Brought to you by Camping World. CampingWorldStGeorge.com. Full retail store, 1500 Hilton Drive. Get all of your outdoor adventures started in 2022 at Camping World. What do you think, Dev?
Well, I mean, I think the rebounding is a huge key for the Mustangs tonight. You got a size mismatch with Kean Webb and Kyle Lemke and Cam Dyer and his leaping ability, and then you got Bronson Barber at 6'6". I mean, those four guys combined average 24 rebounds a game. So that means Jordan Eaton, Houston Johnson, Hudson Haws, Travis Matthews, even the guards, the point guards are going to have to come down and help out in the rebounding department for Crimson to be successful tonight. I think they really do need to shoot the three well tonight. And I think they need to try to get out and run a little bit. If they can get out and push the tempo a little bit, get in transition, score some fast break points, get some points off turnovers, that's going to be a key for the Mustangs. For the Flyers, pound the paint, baby. Pound the paint. Go inside, back out. And then, get Kyle Lemke, Bronson Barber going down the block. Get Kean Webb, stretch. He stretches out that floor. So if you can go inside, out, you got three-point shooters. I think Jordan Roberts is getting a lot more confidence now that he's started a bunch of games filling in for Risco Brooks. I think, you got Grant Carter that can shoot the three. So start inside, go out. And then I think, for the Flyers, it's just execute your stuff. It's precision for Dixie. And you know what? Close this thing out. They got to be talking about, closing this thing out. This is a revenge game. They're going to be highly motivated for this game after losing by 1 point in that matchup back on January 14th.
Those are our Camping World keys to the game. Check them out at campingworldstgeorge.com. All the top brands, sales, parts, and service in a full retail store. Visit 1500 Hilton Drive or campingworldstgeorge.com. Other games tonight in Region 10 over on 92.5 FM, 890 AM KDXU is where you can listen to the Pineview Panthers as they host the Snow Canyon Warriors. Then over on 590 KSUB up in Cedar City. And with a link to watch the game at sportsradio977.com, you can listen to the Cedar Reds battle the Desert Hills Thunder at the Thunderdome tonight. All right, Devin, let's do our Star Watch, brought to you by Intermountain Sports Medicine and Performance. 2 stars, one from each team. If you want to improve your speed, power, agility, overall performance, Intermountain Sports Performance has certified trainers that have been helping Region 10 athletes for over 20 years. Give them a call at 251-2299. Let's start with the visiting Crimson Cliffs Mustangs. Devin, who you got tonight as your Star Watch player?
Man, it's tough because I could make a case for Matthews, Hawes. I could make a case for Houston Johnson, a couple other guys even. But to me, it's Jordan Eaton because Jordan Eaton's got a huge task tonight trying to rebound against the size of Dixie, trying to get shots over the trees. So I'm going with Jordan Eaton tonight for the Mustangs as our Intermountain Sports Performance Star Watch player. I think his mid-range J needs to be there tonight. I think he's going to have to try to get 7, 8, 9, 10 rebounds. Johnson's got to help, but I think Eaton's got to have a big night tonight if they're going to win the hanger.
Jordan Eaton, our Star Watch player for the Mustangs, Mr. Intermediate Game, 17-foot jump shooter, great on defense. We'll be keeping a close eye on him tonight against the Flyers. All right, who's his counterpart tonight for Dixie, Devin?
You know what? It's easy to go with some of their leading scorers, but I think Bronson Barbin is intriguing to me. He's not their leading scorer.
Yeah.
He's averaging 6 points, 7 rebounds a game, but he's a senior, he's a leader, and I feel like Bronson could have maybe a breakout performance tonight. So I'm going to pick Bronson Barbin. I know we pick and talk about him a lot. It could be Grant Carter, who's averaging 11 a game. It could be Lemke, who leads the team in scoring because Risco Brooks is out, even though he's still averaging 16 points a game. We know probably lost for the season. We got an update on him. The eye's doing well. Everything's healing properly, but not likely that he's able to return later on this month. And, you could make a case for Jordy Roberts too. But tonight I'm kind of, Friday's senior night, and so these players know that. This is maybe the second to last home game the Flyers seniors will ever play on. So I'm going with the senior Bronson Barbin tonight. All
right, we got Barbin, we got Eaton. Those are your Intermountain Sports Performance Star Watch players of the night. Thanks for being with us on our Ideal Home and Paint Game of the Night right here on ESPN Radio, as well as CEC TV and sportsradio977.com. We're going to take a 1-minute break. Actually, let's make it a 2-minute break. We'll be back with more Interior Design Center pregame show right after this.
Radio Dixie 91.3. Young the Giant, something to believe in.
John, what song do you want to hear?
Next, Miss Calendris. He'll be on the SWAT team, the best SWAT team.
Just a fantastic situation. I was going to talk to you last time.
Welcome back, Dixie High School. Devin Dixon, Andy Thompson, Interior Design Center pregame show, and they did a kind of a senior night, a half senior night, I guess, Devin, because they play at home again on Friday against Hurricane and honoring some of the kids that weren't the players tonight. I haven't seen that before, but I think it's a smart move.
Breaking it up a little bit, yeah. You know, it's going to be senior nights at a lot of the last couple of games of the regular season, so. That was a special moment. You remember your senior night?
Yeah. Vaguely. You're listening to our Ideal Home and Paint Game of the Night, CEC TV. Thanks for being with us. Devin, I wanted to ask, if you are Coach Winters, you're played in the post, you've got a young post player in Houston Johnson, you've got a big physical, tough guy in Jordan Eaton, our Star Watch player tonight. What are you doing game plan-wise to slow down Kyle Lemke getting to his spot? Because, you know, he's had a tough couple of games, but usually he is the best in the region at getting to a block and getting a bunch of easy attempts every game.
Well, you know, Jordan Eaton's probably going to get the most work on him defensively. He's got to stay out of foul trouble, one, right? But you got to make it tough on him. You got to body him up. You know, you can't let him get to that drop step spin move, and you got to keep him out of the middle because he's got that pretty little baby hook.
Yes.
So it's a tough assignment. They might go a little bigger with Houston Johnson, give him a little run on him defensively. Jackson McCone does have some size, usually coming off the bench, so he could see some minutes on Lemke too. But you got to have somebody guard Kean Webb because he's 6'10" too. So it's kind of a pick your poison. It'll be interesting to see if it is to try to take away Lemke first and foremost. I think that's got to be the mindset for Coach Winters. So I don't know how much zone Coach Winters, if any, will use, but he could try to go to a little bit of a matchup zone or a 2-3 look. But Mustangs historically, under Coach Winters, they like to play a lot of man-to-man defense and just get out and run. And, you know, their best defense is sometimes their offense. When they're getting early shots to drop, they can really get back defensively. They're a really good three-point shooting team this season. So, you know, you hit buckets, you don't have to worry about your transition defense as much tonight. That'll be a little bit more helpful too. Mustangs come in this season. Hey, Bill, shooting a really good percentage from three. I was just trying to pull that up. I'll find it here in a second, Andy. But they are a good three-point shooting team.
Yeah, they've shot it well all year long, and in transition, they've got guys. I mean, Hudson Haas can pull up from anywhere when they whip it around. They've got a bunch of guys, even off the bench, who can come in and make key threes.
Three-point shooting as a team this year, they've dipped just a little bit. They have dipped it down to 31%. I remember doing a game early in the season, they were like 41%. So they have dipped a little bit here in the last week or two from distance. And, you know, you got to have Hudson Haas shooting that three really well. Usually when he has 16 to 20, this team wins.
Yeah.
If he gets held in single digits, it's usually a rough shooting night for the Mustangs.
And he's an unselfish player, and sometimes I think defers too much and doesn't try to, you know, he's great off the dribble. He's great getting to the rim. And if they're going to win tonight, I think he's got to score not just the three-point shot, but also creating stuff going towards the basket and finishing at the rim. Thanks for being with us. It's our Interior Design Center pregame show live from the hangar. You can watch it on sportsradio977.com. Listen right here on ESPN Radio. We've got two other games tonight, also on sportsradio977.com for links up to watch those as well.
And that Pineview Snow Canyon game has tipped off from over there at Pineview, and the Desert Hills game is about to tip off. So this will be the final game to tip, as we're still, you know, probably about 4 or 5 minutes away from the tip-off, because they put 3 minutes on the clock after the intros, and we still got our anthem and everything coming here. So anticipation builds for this showdown between the Mustangs and the Flyers.
Let's get into the mind of J-Rob, young Jordy Roberts, Devin, who is kind of thrust into a starting role with the loss earlier on in the season of Dixie's starting point guard. And, you know, he's been excellent as a facilitator. He knows the offense. He's confident, but you're staring down the barrel of the end of the region season and the playoffs. What's got to be going through his mind kind of as a team leader already as a sophomore?
You know, I think he's got to keep it pretty simple, right? Just let the natural. He grew up in the gym. He grew up playing the game. He loves it. He's a gym rat.
Yeah.
His dad's a coach, so
right.
he just got it. He's got all the skill set. He's still littler. He's not one of the bigger guards in the region, and he probably never will be. But he's got to just play within himself, let it come to him. He's got good rapport with Kyle Lemke. They've been playing AAU ball and summer ball, and they're in the same grade, that sensational sophomore class we're seeing burst on the scene. I would try to get Lemke going, but him and Carter played a lot together. Carter's just a junior out there on the guard line. I think he's pretty comfortable at this point. I don't feel like he's a sophomore now. I feel like he's playing at a junior level, especially with the high basketball IQ that he does have, being the coach's son.
It's our Ideal Home and Paint Game of the Night. Follow ESPN 97.7 on Twitter at Dev Dixon for score updates throughout the night. We'll also be giving our Hearst Ace Hardware updates from these other 2 games in Region 10 as our game here at the Hangar proceeds. Ideal Home and Paint, they've been your locally owned and operated experts for home improvement projects since 1975. The Odette family has been where you need to go to get all of the materials you need and expertise. Check out their new showroom, 4096 South River Road, for everything you need this fall and spring for your home improvement projects. Ideal has that, Double D.
Yeah, I go over there and I can touch up my walls where my daughter likes to put a Sharpie on the wall, and you can actually take your paint from your house, match it to aerosol, and just go shh. And you'll find out when little Cal starts drawing on stuff here in a year or two, buddy. You'll be over there quite a bit at Ideal Home and Paint.
Oh, I guarantee it. Here we go. Time now for our national anthem. Roger doing a great job, as always, getting the crowd pumped up, ready to go here at the Hangar for a great matchup between the Mustangs and the Flyers. We're going to take – oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, there's stars out here. We'll talk about that when we come back.
All right, we're going to take a 2-minute break. 2-minute break. We'll be back with the rest of the Interior Design Center pregame show, as well as our starting lineups right after this break.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look.
For over a century, Dixie State University has been shaping the trailblazers of tomorrow by providing a culture of active learning, active life. With a paradigm of real-world experience mixed with cutting-edge technologies and rich traditions, we provide one of the most affordable educations in the West, set against the most stunning backdrop on the planet.
Where do you find the titans of classical music in St. George? Classical music on Radio St. George 100.3 FM. Where do you find the legends of jazz? Evenings on Radio St. George 100.3 FM.
Welcome back, Region 10 basketball. Here we go from the Hangar. Our Sky Mountain starting lineups look like this. For Crimson Cliffs, we're number 23, Jordan Eaton. He's also our Star Watch player tonight. Travis Matthews, number 22. Hudson Haas, number 24. Of course, Bridger Jones running the point guard, number 5. And Houston Johnson, I believe, number 31, will be the starting lineup for the Mustangs. And here come the Dixie Flyers.
That's a good starting lineup. I mean, you got to remember Brock Felder moved out of town, lost him, underclassman. Then you got to remember you also have Phoenix McWillis that just quit the team. So, that's opened up opportunity for more, guys to get into the rotation. We're seeing guys like Jaden Jensen. We're seeing CJ Class. We're even seeing Lukenge get a little bit more run out in some of these games. And Jackson McCone is the key guy off the bench for Coach Winters.
Well, I was just going to say, I think I'm mistaken, Devin. I think Jackson McCone, as I'm looking over there, is going to be starting in place of Houston Johnson tonight. Here come the Dixie Flyers. Kyle Lemke wearing number 12, the man in the middle. Jordan Roberts, J-Rob, number 10, running the point guard. Bronson Barbin, who has been on fire as of late, scoring. There's Grant Carter, who led them on Friday night against Snow Canyon, wearing number 30. And the big fella, biggest in the region, Keaton Webb, number 35.
Yeah, and we were asking Coach Roberts, would you like a little more scoring? He's only averaging 5.7 points a game with that size advantage. And he said, well, yeah, you'd like that. But Keaton's been working on his three-point shot. We've seen him make that in a lot of games. He's one of those kids that's just really unselfish. He's almost a better passer than scorer, it appears, through the course of the season. So he doesn't have to score for this team to be successful because he can rebound, he can assist it. He's long, gives you a lot of length there. You have to really try to go up over the size of Keaton Webb.
Starting lineups brought to you by Sky Mountain Golf Course. Hit it to the sky. It's a beautiful Sky Mountain Golf Course in Hurricane. Schedule a tee time at 435-635-78.
We're starting the game off with a technical foul. I guess the officials must have came out and they must have been dunking or something in pregame. And so Dixie's going to spot him 1 point as Haas splits the free throws. Haven't seen that yet this year, so expect the unexpected.
I wonder what it is, because everybody's dunking in pregame nowadays. It's all cool.
Until the refs come out, and then
then you got
hanging on the rim or something. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Eaton into Haas. He's guarded by Carter. And we're ready to go here at the hanger. Haas drives, goes up against Keaton Webb, who may have partially blocked it, got the rebound, and here come the Flyers. Great defensive play by Webb.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Here's Carter, corner three, puts it up, just misses short, rebounded by Haas.
Yeah, good toe tap to stay in bounds by Haas, too.
Push ahead to Matthews. McComb posting up down low. Haas drives middle, kicks it out to Eaton, but before he does, he'll travel. Turnover will go back to the Flyers.
Sometimes Hudson's a little too unselfish. Like, rise and shoot that little free throw mid-range jumper. You got a good pull up there. He's trying to get it to Eaton, just trying to get into the possession, and the first turnover of the game.
Barbin gets it to Carter. Carter flings it over. They whip it around. Back to Barbin. Lemke posting up down low on Eaton. He's got to get out of the paint. He does. Repost on the other block. Lob pass over the top of Eaton. Beautiful delivery to Lemke for the layup.
And Eaton's going to have his hands full. If Lemke's going to get that ball then that low in the block, easy two there for Kyle.
2-1 early in this one. McComb gets it down low. They're challenging Webb, and he floats one all the way over the outstretched hands of Webb and scores it, and then a turnover. Mustangs get the ball.
Yeah, nice steal. The thievery from Haas.
Haas gets it to Matthews, drives baseline, puts it up, partially blocked by Webb, and then rebounded. That time couldn't get it over the top, and here come the Flyers. Breakneck speed early in this one at the hanger. 3-2, Mustangs with the 1 point lead early on our We Win Injury Loss scoreboard. Here's Barbin. He'll drive right, jump stop, puts it up off the glass and good.
Yeah, Bronson Barbin. He's capable of dropping 20, but that's just a little too easy right there. If Barbin can get that shot, point blank range, he could have a big night tonight.
McCone posting up. They'll get it outside to Eaton. Cross screen for Haas, who cuts across the middle, but they find McCone, top of the key, wide open, team D3, he drops it down.
Yeah, going with him instead of Houston Johnson in the starting lineup, and Jackson delivering. He's got 5 of the 6 points for the Mustangs.
Roberts crosses over left to right. They get it over to Barbin, top of the key, back to Keaton Webb, to Roberts, takes a couple dribbles and then retreats, guarded by Matthews in the corner. He whips it over to Webb, and they'll reset. Barbin being guarded by Haas, gets it to Carter. They love working through Lemke. He's got it, short corner, double teamed. Goes into a trap and then flings it outside. Good defense by Crimson Cliffs. Ball screen for Carter. He'll go it. Gets it to Barbin. Open three, misses it short, may have been partially blocked. Ball kicked out to Roberts, who drives middle, and then they'll reset.
What an offensive rebound. And sometimes as a shooter, Barbin knew he was short, so he went and got it.
And we're going to have a foul as they were trying to get it down to Lemke. It'll go against Jordan Eaton.
Early Hurst Ace Hardware update. Desert Hills leading Cedar over at the Thunderdome 11-10. Late moments of the first quarter.
Roberts lobs it in to Barbin. Roberts gets it back on the wing, and they're trying to look for Lemke on a lob pass. Instead, Roberts will drive, throws it to Barbin. Touch pass out to Dyer, who's in the game for the first time. He pulls up for a jumper, just misses it wide. Tipped by Lemke, out of bounds, and it'll go to the Mustangs.
Couldn't grab that defensive rebound, but Eaton shielding and at least allowing it to ricochet out of bounds. You're right about the pace. This is a fast pace. I think this pace does benefit Crimson a little bit here so far.
6-4 Mustangs with 5 minutes left in the first quarter on our Nets on Fire clock. Bridger Jones over to McCone, guarded by Cam Dyer. Gets it to Eaton. Bridger Jones posting up down low, loses it, taken away by Roberts. Roberts will push. Throws it up high to Lemke, goes up with one hand, can't save it, and it goes out of bounds. Mustangs ball.
Turnovers breed turnovers. Just went right through Bridger Jones' hands for the Mustangs, and then you're trying to get that low, high-low pass to Lemke down there and couldn't save it.
And Lemke was saying my other off arm was being pinned. I couldn't see in real time if that was the case. Here's Hawes driving, puts it up off the glass, just rolls off the rim, rebounded by Lemke. He's going to push it ahead to Carter. 1-on-3 for Carter. He'll pull back. Three-point attempt, just misses it long. Rebounded Barbin, kicks it out to Cam Dyer. Top of the key, right down the barrel. Bounces around, misses it. And then the ball stolen away by Carter to Barbin. Left-handed layup, good.
And good sportsmanship. Roberts tried to help Bridger Jones up. He thought he might have been fouled there. No call, and that leads to a putback. And now we're tied, AT.
6-6. Eaton gonna drive, splits two defenders, floats it up, bad shot, rebounded by Carter, pushes it ahead, 3-on-1, lob pass, up to Lemke, throws it down.
Cam Dyer was asking for the lob, but here comes Lemke, and he just goes and gets it in front of Dyer and two-hand slams it, oh yeah.
8-6, Flyers with the lead. Here's Hudson Haas, he forces it up. No basket, they're gonna say foul on the ground. Acrobatic or circus shot, I should say, by Haas, but he won't get credit for it as we see the replay here for our TV audience.
Yeah, I think originally he was looking to Dyer, and Lemke's like, move over. I got this one.
Lemke gobbles up the oop. Here's Haas looking for the inbound. Gets it into Eaton. McCone posting up, and they're going to get Lemke with an over-the-back call for the foul. With 3:44 on our Nets on Fire clock. Thanks for being with us. Play-by-play action brought to you by our friends at Red Rock Real Estate. Check out what your home's worth at redrockrealestate.com.
Oh, beautiful entry to the mid-range J, and Jordan Eaton doesn't hesitate and drills it.
That's his specialty as Carter launches a team D3, misses it. Barbin with another offensive rebound, kicks it out to Roberts, who throws it to Dyer. Open three, misses it long. Ball gets tipped back, and Dyer collects it. How many second chance opportunities is Dixie going to get in this first quarter? Carter misses another three, and the Mustangs finally come down with it.
Yeah, the rebounding advantage for the Flyers has been huge.
Ball inside, Bridger Jones off the glass, layup, 2 points, good.
Yeah, good body control by Bridger. Nice little move to get right to the rack and score it softly off the window.
3 minutes on our Nets on Fire clock. 10-8, Crimson with the lead, Dixie with the ball. Here's Carter guarded by Jones tightly 30 feet away from the basket. They go high post to Barbin. He's looking down low to Lemke instead. Roberts will launch a long three, misses everything. Tried to be saved there by Barbin, but he throws it to Matthews. Matthews looks ahead to Haas. He's open for a layup, puts it up, and good.
Beautiful pass, a little bit delayed there. Didn't see him originally. I think Haas thought the ball was going out of bounds. Once he realized it stayed in bounds, he took off. Nobody back there, and Dyer couldn't block it because he went to the reverse.
12-8 now for the Mustangs. Ball goes into Lemke. They lost him. He puts it in for two. Wide open.
Yeah, got it. How do you lose Kyle Lemke? 6'7". Got to put a body on him.
Haas gets a ball screen, goes away from it. Dribbling right in. He's being strong tonight with the ball off the glass and good.
Yeah, that was a beautiful move. That's athleticism on athleticism when Haas and Dyer are matched up together.
Behind the back, beautiful pass from Roberts to Barbin, misses it short, but another offensive rebound from Dixie. It's Lemke this time. Ball stolen away, though, by Haas. He's trying to corral it. And they're letting him play tonight on the perimeter. Ball tipped away by Carter. They will call this one. Back tip foul on Grant Carter. Sideline out of bounds for Crimson.
Carter is a sneaky good defender. They were all over Haas. That might have been the best bit of dribbling through reaching after reaching after reaching. Hudson Hawes just using his body, going behind the back, and Carter thought he had a clean poke. Official says otherwise.
And we'll take the Scott Gibson team at Intercap Lending 30-second timeout. We'll be back to the hangar after this.
I have a backpack.
请所有的同学回到座位哈。3、
Get our print curve here. And there's the bottom.
This one have more water?
Welcome back, Devin Dixon, Andy Thompson. Our ideal home and paint game of the night here on ESPN 97.7. It is the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs with the 14-10 lead here in the first quarter. There's 1:50 left. Crimson Cliffs ball. Hudson Hawes had a great first quarter so far for the Mustangs. High post goes to Eaton. He's open. He turns around, shoots it, misses it long. Rebounded by Barbin. And he'll get it to Roberts. See how patient Dixie is in this possession. Pass goes over to Brecken Robinson, who's in the game for the first time. They flip it over to Dyer, back to Barbin. Gets a screen from Webb, and they'll reset top of the key to Dyer. He's hounded by Eaton. To Robinson. Barbin top of the key. Robinson looking to drive, but instead will get called for shuffling his feet. Travel. Ball will go to the Mustangs. Had a few travels called already tonight here at the hangar.
Yeah, you like to start if you're Coach Winters. Nice. And Coach Winters doing a little work right now, man. He's like, I got this towel, a little moisture on the floor. I got it.
Travis Matthews with the inbound man to Hawes, who has been aggressive going to the cup tonight early in this one. Hawes gets over to Jones, cuts through. Houston Johnson in the game for the first time, comes to set a screen, but Bridger drives instead, dumps it off to Hawes, wheels around, gets it to Johnson, little jump shot, just rolls out, rebounded by Roberts. And they're gonna get a block on Bridger Jones in transition. Play-by-play action tonight brought to you in part by Simply Wisdom Teeth. Check out Dr. Hendrickson's 600 5-star reviews at simplywisdomteeth.com. Roberts crosses the timeline. Gets it to Barbin. Roberts sets a screen for Kean Webb, who's guarded by Houston Johnson. Inside out dribble by Roberts, gets it to Carter, left wing. Lemke's not in the game right now. Roberts drives baseline, passes it out to Dyer, who drives middle, goes up with the left hand. Nice move, Cam Dyer.
Oh, he's going hard line towards the free throw line. V cuts hard back to that left hand. Beautiful finish by Dyer.
His first two of the night.
And he's really up there. They're hounding Hudson Hawes, but a reaching foul in the open court there as Hawes was kind of getting it into the front court called on Cam Dyer.
Here comes CJ Class in the game for the first time for the Mustangs, and Jackson McComb re-enters for Coach Winters. 25 seconds on our Nets on Fire clock. Here's Jones working for a last shot here with 2-point lead. Mustangs lead 14-12. Gets it to Johnson. Class cuts through the middle. Johnson throws it over to Jones, who will launch the three long, and Barbin gets the ball. 11 seconds on the clock. Roberts goes behind the back. 8 seconds. Looking for a screen. He'll get it from Webb. He'll inside out, go the other way. Drive middle, kick it out to Dyer. Dyer drives, misses it, wants a foul, won't get it. Ball goes out of bounds, and that's how the quarter will end. The referees want to talk about it.
It looked like Hawes did get it pretty clean on the top of the ball out of the hand there. And the block will end the quarter.
Okay, we'll take the quarter break. 14-12. I thought they were going to talk about the time maybe, but looks like they might be cool with it going to the quarter break. We'll take a 45-second timeout. Back with the second quarter right after this.
Ernie's 2 Sinclair stations want to wish Region 10 athletes the best of luck this season. And stay tuned for the Ernie's Player of the Game. Don't forget to grab an Ernie's reward card that allows you to save on fuel and earn points for every dollar spent in store. Get your card today. Ernie's, St. George, Hurricane, Cedar, and in Beaver.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware.
See Hearst first this month for great deals on red hot buys at Hearst Ace Hardware. Make sure and get an Ace Rewards card for savings around the house, the yard, or the job site. Stop by Hearst General Store Ace Hardware, conveniently located in the heart of downtown Cedar City and St. George.
Hey, time out. I've got a loan for you. Scott Gibson here with Intercap Lending. Put me in the finance game to work for you. No matter what you're looking for, to build, buy, or refinance, I can help. So don't drop the ball and let me, with my 25 years experience, go to work for you. 435-619-8080.
Welcome back. Here's a replay of that last shot. It looked like all ball from my angle. Timeouts brought to you by the Scott Gibson team at Intercap Lending. They don't match their rates or their fees. Check out the Scott Gibson team. 435-619-8080. Here's Bronson Barbin. Another missed three by Dixie. They've been cold early in this one. Hawes crosses over against Dyer. Gets to the left block, and we've got a jump ball. And it'll stay with the Mustangs. As we see the drive here, gets to his spot. Hard jump stop. And I guess they're saying Dyer had his right hand on the ball to cause the tie-up.
Into the first quarter, Snow Canyon trails Pineview 13-12 crosstown at the pit.
Hawes, three-point shot, no good out of the inbounds play. 14-12, Mustangs with the lead, flyer ball. Here's Roberts. Let's see what set play they have here in the half court. Double high post, get it to Lemke on the elbow. He flips it over to Barbin and then sets a screen for Roberts. Roberts top of the key, and they'll have to reset again. Gets over to Carter, thinking about shooting, thinking about passing, then drives, misses the layup, rebounded by McCone. We got a foul call.
I think Coach Roberts in the end of the first quarter said, hey guys, I know you're getting those threes, but let's get to the rim a little bit more. He saw Carter pass on a three there, attack, now he's at the free throw line.
Here's Grant Carter, led the Flyers in scoring on Friday night in their big win against Snow Canyon. He had 18 in that one. From the fabulous Freddie's free throw line, he misses his first free throw.
Yeah, kind of a little bit of an unorthodox left-handed delivery, but he's a really good shooter, as we've seen over the course of this junior season.
He's been tremendous. Here he is, toes the line, puts it up and good.
Yeah, Carter, he is not bashful. He is an intense player. You like that.
Pass ahead to Class, who drives and loses it, then is fighting for it on the ground. We'll get another tie-up. This time it'll go to the Flyers.
Yeah, got down
Good
on
hustle
it.
by Class and Dyer scrambling for it. It'll go to the Flyers. Barbin gets it to Roberts, guarded by Jaden Jensen, who's in the game now for the Mustangs. Always a spark off the bench for Coach Winters. Barbin to Carter. Carter drives, puts it up off the glass. Before he does, he'll get fouled, and he'll go back to the fabulous Freddie's free throw line for two.
Yeah, Grant Carter, 30% from the three-point line this season, 70% from the free throw line, and he shoots at 48% from the field.
14-13. Carter misses his first. 14-13 Mustangs with the lead. As Hudson Haas will come back into the game for Crimson Cliffs. And Carter makes his second free throw. 2 for 4 on the night.
Quick Hearst Ace Hardware update, 28-23. Desert Hills leading Cedar by 5 right now with about a minute 15 left in the first half.
Double screen set up for Haas, well defended by Dixie. He hands it off to Eaton. Over to Matthews, open team deep three, another miss. Both teams cold from deep. Pass ahead by Lemke on the outlet pass. He goes for the dunk, misses the dunk. They're gonna get Travis Matthews on a foul.
Yeah, he challenged him though. Trav timed it up perfectly. He wasn't gonna give Lemke what would have been another dunk. Watch it close here. Comes in.
Yeah.
Definitely looked like maybe got him on that right arm.
Lemke misses long. Lemke with 6 already in this game.
3-point shooting, not great so far in this first half of the Flyers, and the free throw shooting down right now.
Second free throw is good. Fuel it up, wash it down, and save it to Southern Utah Fabulous Freddie's locations. River Road and Bluff Street. 15-14, Flyers retake the lead. And we're going to have a foul away from the ball on Cam Dyer. He is not pleased.
Yeah, because that's another one on him, number 2. And so Dyer's like, crap, I got to check out.
In comes Kean Webb.
Dyer did not like that call, did he?
Jaden Jensen will be the trigger man from the baseline. Gets it into Johnson. To Matthews. Johnson will drive baseline. Out to Jensen. To Haas. Here's Eaton. Tries to dribble. Before he does, he travels. And it'll go to the Flyers. 4 or 5 travels already in this game, both teams.
Yeah, it's hard to see that because the ball got kicked.
Yeah.
So it was kind of, I was a little surprised it was a travel, not a kick, but could have shuffled the feet before the travel. That's what the official saw.
Here's Carter directing his teammates. Let's see what they got drawn up here. Lemke signaling back to his coach to confirm. He's on that left block. They're trying to front him with Eaton. They get it to Webb at the free throw line, and he sinks it.
And that, I want to see more of that from Kean Webb. I mean, quick turn and face. Nobody's going to block that shot. Buries it.
Matthews kicks it out to Eaton. Eaton drives, goes up, gets swatted by Lemke. Here we go. Flyers kick ahead to Carter in transition. Off the glass. Good.
Oh, that was pretty. He switched in the air from the right to the left to keep it away from the poke away. And that's great finesse with the left hand from the right side. He is left-handed, AT.
And we got a 5-point lead now for the Flyers. What a defensive play by Lemke.
Leading to offense. The Flyers getting out and running. We can play with tempo, baby.
We'll keep it right here. Timeout's brought to you by the Scott Gibson team at Intercap Lending. See how much they can save you today. Call or text 435-619-8080. What do you think, Devin? Pretty good stretch run there by the Flyers.
Oh, I mean, big advantage in the Red Rock real estate rebounding department. I mean, the Flyers are just too many offensive rebounds. Even though they're not shooting it great, the rebounding has pushed this lead up to 5. All of a sudden, it's the largest lead of the night, and you just saw it. I mean, defense leading to offense. I think they're passing up on the threes here in this start of this, second quarter, last almost 3 minutes of the game, and they're getting to the rim, and that's been the key to this little run they're on.
Matthews gets it into Jaden Jensen, and the Mustangs trying to stop the bleeding a little bit here, get a bucket on the offensive end. Jensen gets a screen from McCone. He'll drive, stops, looking to kick it out, gets it to Hawes. Hawes looks over to Coach Winters. Hand off to Jensen. Over to Matthews. And just whipping it around the perimeter. Good defense by Dixie. Jensen drives, retreats, drives again, and we got a foul on Roberts on a grab, and it'll stay with the Mustangs. And it'll be the 7th foul for the Flyers, which means free throws for Jensen.
I wonder if we'll get a halftime performance from the state championship Jetettes here tonight.
Right, yeah.
First home game since they captured their 3rd straight state drill title last Friday up at the Utah Valley UCCU Center.
Here's Jaden Jensen, chance to get on the board for the first time tonight, and he does from the fabulous Freddy's free throw line. One dribble, flings it up there again, and good. 19-16 now. Flyers with the lead. Matthews pressuring Carter, full court. He gets it to Robinson. Breaks the pressure, and now Dixie sets up their half-court set. Kean Webb, 6'10" center, working the high post with Lemke down on the block. Gets it to Barbin. Here comes Lemke running up, not open, so they keep passing it around. Here's Robinson, he'll launch a long 3, no good, rebounded by Matthews. Matthews behind the back, nice move, behind the back again, and gets it to Haas. Haas drives hard right, stop, pop, and just a little bit long, rebounded by Webb.
Good look, though. That's the shot you wanted for Coach Winters, just not falling there.
19-16 on our We Win injury loss scoreboard. Dixie with the lead in the ball. Barber goes inside to Lemke. Lemke thinks about it, then spins so quick, baseline, gets to his spot, gets fouled.
That spin move is lightning fast, isn't it? Sonic the Hedgehog fast.
Amazing.
I mean, boom, he's just going to set you up, then boom, he's just going to do it. And that gets McCone up on his back and has no chance there to just try to strip that ball, and they tag him for the foul.
And Lemke drops the first free throw. He leads all scorers with 8 points here in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, you can say we're going to try to take Kyle Lemke away, but it's easier said than done, isn't it?
Absolutely. Not many have been able to do that this year. Lemke makes it a 5-point game once again. Dixie with the lead. Here's Jensen over to Haas. He's guarded by Carter. Nice little fake one-way go the other way. Puts up a floater, misses it, rebounded by McCone. And the question is it over the back or is it a different foul? The refs are going to consult. And they're going to say 1-1. Foul is on Jackson McCone. He'll go to the line.
That foul's on Brecken Robinson. McCone, I mean, the Flyers are like, hey, he went over the back there, but you're entitled to go over the back as long as you don't make a lot of contact. And they actually, I think, called Brecken for backing into him, is I think what the official saw.
And McCone will miss the free throw, rebounded by Webb. He's got a bunch already.
Which is not a bad idea when you're a little guy out there trying to go against a taller player, fighting for a loose ball rebound.
Here's Carter driving, kicking. Webb, top of the key, hands it off to Barbin. Left-handed dribble, gets it to Robinson. To Lemke, handoff again to Robinson. Crimson Cliff switching almost everything. Here's Carter, driving left, and good.
McCone tried to get floored there, tried to take that charge, but Carter just went around him. It just didn't get enough contact there for McCone to get that whistle.
Here's Jensen driving, gets it to McCone.
Coach Robinson wants those hands up defensively.
Haas, hands off to Eaton. Eaton crossover dribble, goes hard, turnaround, jump shot, up and good.
Ooh,
beautiful.
That mid-range touch Jordan Eaton has is sensational.
He's got 4. And we're going to get a 30-second timeout by Dixie. We'll take it right here on ESPN 97.7. Flyers lead 23-18 over Crimson Cliffs.
Right now is the time to improve and get ready for the upcoming basketball season. And the best facility with brand new floors and top-notch training is at Nets on Fire inside the Be More Complex. Get small group training with elite coaches. It's time to improve your game. Just visit netsonfire.org.
Simply Wisdom Teeth is all they do, and they always make it simple. With everyday pricing at just $899 for all 4 wisdom teeth removed, including sedation, they've got over 600 5-star Google reviews. For appointments, call 635-1243 or visit simplywisdomteeth.com.
Welcome back to the Hangar, our ideal home and paint game of the night. Devin Dixon, Andy Thompson, thanks for being with us on ESPN Radio as well as CEC TV, sportsradio977.com. Ball goes inbound to Jordy Roberts. They're doing 4 across, and now they'll come up with Grant Carter. Lemke posting up on McCone. Pass goes corner to Roberts as Barbin flashes high post. And they'll whip it over to Robinson. There's Barbin, tries to get it into Lemke, and they're going to get Matthews with the foul as he was just jumping up trying to hit the ball away.
I think he got all ball too, AT. That's a tough call
Are they
against Travis.
saying he got him with his off arm or something? I don't know. Tough call on Matthews as Lemke will go to the free throw line.
Well, it's a smart play by Matthews, but the official is 2 feet away, so you got to give him the benefit of the doubt. But up high, I thought he got a clean poke, but you must be correct. As Travis now has 2 fouls, he's got to sit down. He must have off arm or a little bit of body there. I didn't see it up high.
Lemke misses it. Long rebound goes to Roberts.
Oh, offensive rebounds are killing Crimson Cliffs in this first half.
Absolutely. Here's Robinson, left-hand dribble drive to Carter. 1:55 on our Nets on Fire clock here in the first quarter. Dixie 23, Crimson Cliffs 18. Robinson, Dixie going 4 corners. And a foul going to be called on Haas at half court. a block, and that'll send Robinson to the free throw line.
You see a little bum, just a little too aggressive right in front of everybody. They're going to call that one every time. Easy call that time for the officials.
Robinson. Up and no, misses it, but gets his own rebound. Another offensive rebound for Dixie.
Because three guys are trying to box out Lemke, and everybody fell down.
Roberts goes middle, kicks, and he's fouled on the pass, and he'll go to the free throw line. Second foul on Hudson.
Yeah, 2 on Hudson. So fouls are starting to stack up a little bit, and Dixie can do that to you. Dixie is really good at getting to the free throw line. That's something that really helped them beat Snow Canyon last Friday night, AT.
Yes, yeah, they shot 75% as a team on Friday night.
And didn't they get there like 15 more times than the Warriors?
Right. Yep. And there, the first one drops down for Jordy. J-Rob.
Yeah, Jordy didn't know if he liked me calling him Jordy. Found out most of his teammates call him J-Rob. We'll use both. It's a good thing if we got 2 nicknames for you.
25-18 now. Dixie 7-point lead, 1:30 left in the first half. Hudson drives, floats it up and good.
Pretty. They need more of that. Mustangs definitely could use more of that. I mean, you're down 7, and there's Halls with a big-time bucket.
And he's got 7. Roberts drives middle, hands it off to Barbin. Beautiful feed. Bronson Barbin for 2.
Yeah, he's looking to be more aggressive offensively tonight, which I like. Good move, good finish.
27-20. Gift wrapped pass there from J-Rob. Here we go. Hudson Haas, top of the key. Under a minute. Gets over to Bridger Jones and cuts through. Jones to Eaton. Open team D3. Puts it up, and finally one drops from deep. Team D3 good for Eaton.
Eaton getting physical with Lemke. You got to be careful, though, not to get another foul.
27-23. Dixie with the lead. 33 seconds left in the first half. Here's Carter. Working for that last shot, likely. Roberts. 3-man weave at the top of the key. Coach Winters is saying, back up, chill out. They're going to waste clock. Don't expend all your energy guarding all
Watch for
these
the lob.
passes.
Coach knows that they like to lob it on the end of a half.
Roberts. They got to move. 5 seconds. Roberts will float up a long 3, misses it, and that'll be the half. 27-23. Dixie with the lead. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll be back with the Info West halftime show right here on ESPN 97.7.
Time apart has taught us. In our social distance, we found space. Space to ponder. Space to connect. Space to imagine. Space to heal. In the emptiness, we found meaning. In silence, we found beauty. In separation, we've discovered there is so much more to find when we find our space. Find your space.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
Ideal Home and Paint. Ideal has all the top quality brands like PPG, Pratt & Lambert, and Cimarron floor epoxy coatings. Ideal has that. Check out their paint design center, 4096 South River Road, or call 656-0801.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
This is Tyler from We Win Injury Law. We win for you, period. If you have been in a motorcycle accident, car accident, hit by a semi-truck, or bitten by a dog, we will fight and win for you, period. Visit 435wewin.com to have me look at your case.
Right now is the time to improve and get ready for the upcoming basketball season. And the best facility with brand new floors and top-notch training is at Nets on Fire inside the Be More Complex. Get small group training with elite coaches. It's time to improve your game. Just visit netsonfire.org.
Welcome back, InfoWest halftime show from the hangar. Devin Dixon and Andy Thompson, thanks for being with us. InfoWest are the pioneers of internet in Southern Utah and the fastest internet in Southern Utah. You can trust the internet people at InfoWest. Sign up today at infowest.com. What do you think, Devin?
Really entertaining first half. I mean, I thought the intensity was so thick in here, man. Both teams really bringing a lot of energy and effort, and maybe in some cases a little too much as they let them play a little bit, but a lot of fouls called, and that's a little bit of a concern for Coach Winters there with a lot of guys with 2 fouls. They got to be a little bit careful there. I thought Dixie did a really good adjustment from the first quarter where they were shooting a lot of threes to just go pound the paint and just slash and drive and score at the rim. Very unselfish. Got some nice buckets by just attacking and getting to the line a little bit. Didn't shoot the free throws very well in that first half, but I thought good start that quarter by Jordan Eaton and a good little finish there. Hit that late 3, I think, when they were down 7. That was a big bucket there to cut this lead to 4 here at the break. I mean, if you're Coach Winters and you said, hey, you're only down 4 at the half on the road to the hangar, he'd say, okay, I like where we're at, So, Dixie, revenge game. If you ask Coach Roberts, you happy with the first half up 4? He'd say, yeah, okay, it's a 4-quarter game, and we got 2 more to go to try to finish things off. And we haven't settled anything at this point in time, AT.
27-23. Let's take a look at our first half stats. Or our first, let's start with our highlights. Let's show our first half highlights. As Lemke, how many of those does he have this year, Devin? The lob over the top, easy bucket.
I haven't counted them a lot.
Here's McCone with a beautiful.
And they needed Jackson McCone's early offense. He came in, got the start, did a nice job. But Barban was really aggressive in that first half, getting to the rim and trying to score a little bit more.
McCone for 3. He
had
got the start tonight.
5 of the first 6 points for the Mustangs.
Yeah, you're right. Beautiful steal for Dixie. And then there's the lob. Just throw it up. One of those guys will come down with it. Lemke that time as Bridger Jones finishes at the rim.
Yeah, but Hawes, he can break down. This was probably my favorite play of the half. Yeah. The start, the stop, and then you got to get it up over. And then Dyer's like, okay, I want to score. You guys score on me, I'm going to score back. I mean, they were trading buckets at this point in time.
How pretty is that shot from
It's unstoppable.
Webb? Yeah.
You can't stop that.
Huge block by Lemke, and then the transition. So good at finding the open man in this transition offense for the Flyers, and Grant Carter finishing with the left hand.
Yeah, and Carter he's smart. He missed a couple of his first 3-pointers, so he's like, okay, I'm going to get this through the net there, and started getting to the rim. And then when you get to the middle of the floor, boom, you just get it over to Barban, easy laying.
Yeah, nice drive and dish off there by J. Raba. And then Eaton, that was a much-needed 3 for Crimson Cliffs to cut it to a 4-point game. Dixie did not have a made 3-pointer in that first half. Crimson had 2 made 3s. Here are your scoring leaders, brought to you by Wilkinson's House of Lighting. They've been a huge fan of Southern Utah sports since 1945. Leading scorer for Dixie, Kyle Lemke, he had 9 points. Bronson Barban had 6, as well as Grant Carter had 6. And then Jordan Roberts, Kean Webb, and Cam Dyer each had 2 points. For Crimson Cliffs, Hudson Hawes and Jordan Eaton both had 7 points. Jackson McCone had 5. Bridger Jones had 2, and Jaden Jensen had a couple of free throws for the Mustangs.
Pretty good balance, for both teams scoring-wise. A lot of guys having, really efficient first half for the most part.
Thanks for being with us. Our InfoWest halftime show. We'll be getting you some Hearst Ace hardware updates when we come back. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll be back with some updates from around Region 10 right after this.
Hey, Dad. I need your help asking Jessica to prom.
Of course. Love is like the ocean. You have to tread the waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Hey, Jessica. Will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
Got a project at work or around the house? Well, think Bucks Ace Hardware. Think Bucks for all the top brands like DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Stihl. Plus, Bucks has the best sporting goods department. You've got to see their gun department. It's stocked with a great selection of guns and ammo and accessories. 2 locations at the Dino Crossing in St. George or State Street in Hurricane.
Yeah! Sam, Elmo! Oh, hey, Julia! You ready to play band with us? I'm gonna play my clarinet.
And Elmo's gonna play his drum.
Drum loud. Oh, well, you know what to do, Julia.
Julia knows.
Mm-hmm. With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music. Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Radio Dixie 91.3. We don't play that. Nope, not that. A big fat no there. That's what we play. And stuff like that. On St. George's only alternative, Radio Dixie 91.3. Oh, and from 9 till midnight, we play this. I need a one dance. And this. Radio Dixie 91.3 FM.
Welcome back to the Hangar. We're about ready for half number 2. Thanks for being with us. InfoWest halftime show. Time now for some Hearst Ace Hardware updates from around Region 10. How are we looking, Devin?
Well, last I saw Snow Canyon leading Pineview 32-23 at the half. That one's probably early moments of the third quarter. In fact, the third quarter has started in that game. So, Pineview had the lead by a point at the end of the first quarter, 13-12, but Snow Canyon has pulled out in front. But still within reach for the Panthers, who just hit a 3 moments ago. I don't have the scoreboard on this game, but, Pineview's in this game right now. Snow Canyon is not blowing them out over at the pit. Meanwhile, at Desert Hills leading Cedar 39-32. That one in the third quarter. And, of course, here, 4-point game with Dixie up at home over Crimson by 4. And we're looking good to get some Holbrook Asphalt big score dessert tonight over at Yogurtland. All these games tracking to probably get over 55 points tonight by the time they all finish up. Updates brought to you by Hearst Ace Hardware. A variety of products. Prices that are always pleasing. Got their red hot buys every single month. Locations, heart of St. George, heart of Cedar City.
Here we go. We're hyped up. Almost a capacity crowd here at the Hangar tonight. White out for the Dixie Flyer student section. Red out for Crimson Cliffs. And we're getting ready to go for half number 2. 27-23. Dixie will begin the second half with a 4-point lead. Appreciate all of our sponsors helping us bring you Region 10 basketball. And thanks for listening to the InfoWest Halftime Show. Trust the internet people at infowest.com. to sign up today. Eaton running the point forward to start things off here. Gets it over to Matthews, to Jones. Eaton comes around on the block and decide not to give it to him. Instead, whip it around the perimeter to McCone. Trying to get Haas open on screens. McCone drives beautiful, just misses the layup, rebounded by Matthews. Nice reverse pivot, goes up off the glass and good.
Yeah, they need Trav to score a little bit more in the second half. That was a beautiful offensive rebound, nice putback.
27-25, Dixie with the lead. Roberts to Carter. Lemke posting up on Matthews down low. Webb gets it, flips it over to Roberts, gets to the free throw line, nearly loses it, kicks it out to Carter. And Lemke posted up on the other block this time. Ball gets tipped out of Roberts' hands. He recollects it, gets it down to Lemke. Lemke double team, looking to pass. Gets it out to Carter, open team D3, puts it up there, no good, rebounded, fought for by Dixie, and it's off of Barbin, and it'll go to the Mustangs.
Aggressive board, they're crashing that offensive glass steal. Barbin just couldn't control it there, and I think that was the right call. I do think he touched it last.
Here's Haas.
And we don't have the privy of super slow motion to see, did the ball spin off somebody else's hands after Barbin poked it initially.
High post Matthews trying to sneak it in there to Eaton. Ball poked away by Barbin. And they'll have to kick it back out, try to get a better look at things. Matthews to Haas. Haas guarded by Carter. As McCone comes over to set a ball screen, Haas will just pull up, shoots the three, drills team D3 for Hudson Haas.
Oh, that's what you get. Haas got the range.
Carter drives, tries to dump it off to Lemke, but it's stolen. And how about Crimson Cliffs now with a 1-point lead after that three? Eaton thinking about a step back three, instead gets to his special spot. Turnaround jump shot, misses it. Ball saved by Bridger Jones, throws it off the hand of Kean Webb, and it'll be Mustangs ball.
Well, you got two choices there. You save it off his knee down low, or you try to throw it around him in the corner where a teammate can go get it. Instead, Webb's got such length, he was able to tip it, but he threw it far enough to the corner, he tipped it out of bounds.
Haas inbound man, throws it over, lazy pass, and it's stolen by Dixie.
Good thievery there.
Ball gets to Roberts. Hands it off to Carter. Eaton's doing a great job down low on Lemke. Here's Barbin, drives baseline, up and good.
And Eaton really didn't want to contest that one. He didn't want to pick up another foul, so kind of just let him shoot it over the top, and Barbin's going to make that, every time from point blank range.
29-28 on our We Win Injury Loss scoreboard. Dixie retakes the lead. Here's Haas, drills another team D3. He's dangerous when he gets cooking.
Yeah, you don't want to see that too many more times if you're Dixie.
31-29 now, Crimson leads. 5:25 on our Nets on Fire clock. Here's Carter to Roberts. Webb and Lemke working together to get each other open down low. Roberts and Carter now get it over to Barbin, to Lemke. Lemke loses it, taken by Matthews. Matthews throws it ahead to McCone, who throws it down in transition.
Beautiful. Defense leading to offense for Crimson. We saw Dixie really doing that in the first half. This time, Matthews, nice little pass ahead. One-hand slam from McCone.
How about the fire Crimson's playing with early in the third quarter? Here's Roberts. Trapped, behind the back pass to Carter. Gives it to Webb, down low. Lemke, double team, gets it back to Webb. Right block, and Webb throws it off the glass good.
Ooh, tough shot for Kean. I like that. Strong move, soft enough to finish it off the window, through a little bit of a block attempt. And a defensive foul call against the Flyers on a reach-in out top. Both these coaches, to your point, both these teams playing with a lot of fire.
Yeah.
Both these coaches are fiery coaches. They're competitors. I mean, Coach Roberts, great basketball player, actually played college tennis at UNLV. We know Casey Winters played Idaho State and transferred to Dixie State. So both these guys really competitive coaches in Region 10.
33-31, Crimson with the lead. Here's Haas driving on Dyer, sneaks underneath with a scoop shot off the glass for two.
Athleticism on display.
Yeah. Here's Dyer right back at him. He attacks, jumps up, gets fouled.
It was really fun to hear the backstory on Cam Dyer, growing up in New York, football family, played a little pickup basketball. This is his first ever year of high school basketball. He played a little AAU, but since he's moved out west to St. George, he's not really played organized high school structured basketball. And he's really raw, Andy, and you can see how much talent he has.
Misses his first free throw. So good at attacking middle, and has become more and more reliable as a jump shooter as the season has gone on for the Flyers. 35-31, Crimson with the 4-point lead. Dyer misses long again, rebounded by Matthews. 4:10 on our Nets on Fire clock here in the third quarter. Matthews hands it off. No, fakes the handoff, keeps it, and then kicks it out to McCone. McCone's had an awesome game on both ends of the floor for the Mustangs. Jones to Matthews, cross screen, getting McCone the ball down on that left block. He'll pump fake, goes into Lemke, and they'll get the foul. Nice job by McCone, being strong with it down low against bigger guys.
It's fun because I'm seeing all these younger brothers of past region stars. Jackson McCone's older brother, Marcus, played at Desert Hills. Noah Lemke, sitting here 2 rows in front, is watching his brother. Hudson Haas's brother is up in the stands hanging out with Quincy Matthews, who is Travis Matthews' older brother. They were all great players in this region.
Inbound goes to Matthews, to Jones, left wing, fires it to Eaton, who goes up, misses the layup, but he'll be fouled by Lemke in the act. He'll go to the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line. Good job just throwing a bullet pass, and Eaton ready to shoot it.
And 3 on Kyle now. So a little foul trouble.
Jordan Eaton with 7 points. He makes his first free throw.
Yeah. Nice shoot. He's a really good shooter.
Second free throw up and good. That's pure from Jordan Eaton. 37-31 now. Crimson with the lead. 3:42 in the third quarter. Roberts to Carter. To Webb. Lemke no longer in the game. And we'll see what they got up their sleeve here offensively. Get it to Dyer. He gets a ball screen. Pull up jump shot. Good. Drills Team D3. Big time shot, Cam Dyer.
Oh, that broke a 14-4 run with that three. They needed that triple from Dyer, and he delivers.
37-34. Eaton trying to go right back at him, and he does. He drills the Team D3 from the top of the key.
Yeah, sometimes you see a couple free throws through. He hit that three late in the half, and now the rim seems small, or seems huge, actually. What was that call? I'm trying to... Technical foul. Hudson Hawes. Jordan Eaton. They called it technical on Jordan Eaton.
And they're going to have Jordan Roberts shoot him.
Quick Hearst Day hardware update. Desert Hills leading 45-34 in the fourth quarter, AT. So Desert Hills just trying to get their second win in region play.
Here's Roberts from the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line. Gets it to go. He's got 3.
By the way, it's 40-27 now. Snow Canyon pulling away over Pineview.
And Roberts gets the other free throw to go. Now just a 4-point game, and Dixie gets the ball. Big time turn of events there in the last couple possessions with the Dyer 3, and then the technical foul as Kean Webb will inbound it for the Flyers.
Hurricanes got the night off, but the Tigers are in the gym scouting the Flyers because they'll play here on Friday night.
Here's the handoff to Roberts. Dead ball. He throws it over to Barbin. And then to Carter. Carter drives baseline, flings it out to Roberts, who thinks about a 3, instead drives and then floats it. We got a foul on the drive. And it'll go against Bridger Jones with a push. 2 shots for J-Rob.
These are big free throws for Jordan Roberts here. Got to try to hit that first one, and then the second one usually a little bit easier.
He's got 5 points, all of them from the line tonight.
Yeah, and you know, Jordy's shooting 65% from the field. He's actually shooting 56% from the three-point line this year, and only 35% from the field. Really good three-point numbers for Jordan.
42-38, Crimson with the lead, but it's dwindling as Haas drives, loses the ball. Ball fought for and finally picked up by Kean Webb, and he gets it ahead to Carter. 4 on 3. Carter drives middle, goes up off the glass, just misses it, rebounded by Kean Webb. He goes back up with the left hand. Great job, 2 times in a row, picking up the ball by Kean Webb.
Houston Johnson had that rebound. It slipped out of his hand and goes right to Webb. And now we're tied up again. We haven't settled anything.
Here's McCone, gets it to Jones. Jones guarded by Roberts. Hand off to Houston Johnson. Left-handed dribble and gets it back to Jones. Coach Winters directing traffic from the sideline. Ball goes over to Matthews, left wing, guarded by Carter. Hands it off to Johnson. To McCone, right down the middle, misses it just short. Offensive rebound, nice job by Houston Johnson. Gets it to Matthews, drives, stops, pops from 7 feet, does not get the shooter's touch, rebounded by Barbin.
A good decision not to get the charge potentially and take the mid-range J, just didn't get it.
Ball goes ahead to Dyer. He kicks it out to Carter, over to Kean Webb, open, team D3. Kean just misses it long, rebounded by Dyer. He goes back up with it, fading away, good, Cam Dyer.
Clutch, Cam, clutch, Dyer. And a 30-second TO by Coach Winters.
We'll take it. Brought to you by the Scott Gibson team at Intercap Lending as we see Dyer with the beautiful fadeaway jump shot. Back after this.
The real estate market in Southern Utah is booming. Before you sell, talk to a Red Rock real estate agent to see what your home is worth. You may be surprised. If you're looking to buy a home, check out all their listings at redrockrealestate.com. Voted the best real estate company in Southern Utah 2 years in a row. Red Rock Real Estate.
This is Tyler from We Win Injury Law. We win for you, period. If you have been in a motorcycle accident, car accident, hit by a semi-truck, or bitten by a dog, we will fight and win for you, period. Visit 435wewin.com to have me look at your case.
Right now is the time.
Welcome back. Ideal Home and Paint game of the night from the hangar. Dixie leads 42-40 over Crimson Cliffs. Crimson Cliffs with the ball. Here's Bridger Jones, right wing, gets a screen from Jackson McCone, drives middle, kicks it out. Hudson Haas for a three, just rolls out, and rebounded by Kean Webb. They're going to get Houston Johnson with an over-the-back call. It'll be Flyers ball. What a game so far. Lived up to the billing. Thanks for being with us. Appreciate all our sponsors helping us bring you the action tonight, including our friends at Intermountain Sports Medicine. They're providing athletic training to all Region 10 athletes. Again this year, if you got a sports injury, call Dr. Millward today, 251-3600. Here's Grant Carter. Gets it to Barbin. Barbin drives baseline, goes into contact, misses the layup, blocked by Houston Johnson. McCone tries to throw it ahead, but it's stolen by Dyer. Good hands by Cam Dyer on the steal. We're under a minute, 45 seconds on our Nets on Fire clock. And Barbin will hold for corner look for Dixie. As about 5 little Finlandsons just walked onto the court. And they all look just like Isaac. Nice little pipeline for Coach Roberts in the near future here for the Dixie Flyers. Here's Carter, 23 seconds. Holding, gets it to Roberts. 20 seconds. Roberts guarded by Hawes, gets it to Barbin. Didn't get a great shot off last time, the end of the second quarter. We'll see if he'll get a better one here. Barbin, 5 seconds. Carter drives, kicks. Roberts flings it back out. Extra pass to Carter. Open three, no good. Barbin tips it. No good. Too late. Nice ball movement, though.
Yeah, horn went off, still in his hand. Just needed a little bit more time. If they should get that shot up a little bit earlier, they get that offensive rebound put back. But still a pretty good look at the end of the third by Carter. Just didn't fall.
45-second break. We'll be back with the fourth right after this.
When it comes to your child's teeth, Dr. Cody and his experienced staff at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry are game changers. So when it comes to checkups, a toothache, or any problem with your kid's teeth, call experienced veteran Dr. Cody Johnson at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, 628-0511.
Right now is the time to improve and get ready for the upcoming basketball season. And the best facility with brand new floors and top-notch training is at Nets on Fire inside the Be More Complex. Get small group training with elite coaches. It's time to improve your game. Just visit netsonfire.org.
Simply Wisdom Teeth is all they do, and they always make it simple. With everyday pricing at just $899 for all 4 wisdom teeth removed, including sedation, they've got over 600 5-star Google reviews. For appointments, call 635-1243 or visit simplywisdomteeth.com.
Here we go, 42-40, Dixie with the lead. Welcome back, ESPN 97.7 to CEC TV. Flyers with the ball. They lead 42-40 here to start the fourth quarter. Here's J-Rob, guarded by Jones, over to Dyer, who's had the hot hand. Gets it to Barbin. Roberts will drive. And we'll have a foul on the floor. Little push on Jones, his second foul. 5th team foul on the Mustangs. Barbin to Dyer. Dyer drives middle, puts it up, and good. Avoids getting the charge call. And we got a 4-point lead for the Flyers.
So athletic, he just goes over and around, and just sensational stuff from Cam Dyer here in the second half.
McCone top of the key. They're giving him that shot, just barely misses it, but rebounded by Eaton, flips it back up, and good.
There's our Intermountain Sports Performance Star Watch player.
Clutch 14,
putback.
yeah.
Clutch putback for Eaton.
44-42. And it's stolen. Bridger Jones strips him, takes it all the way for 2. We got a tie ball game.
Oh, things tighten it up in the hangar tonight. Both these teams want this win so badly.
Here we go, Roberts, and we've got a technical?
I think we've got something.
That's what I saw. And referees discussing. It's going to be a tech, I believe, on Jordan Roberts. And that'll mean free throws for Crimson Cliffs and Hudson Hawes.
You know, don't know if it was something said maybe after that open court steal where he thought he was fouled. Maybe he's still pleading his case there, and an official didn't like it. That's now, you know, we started this game with a technical. Then we had another technical on the Mustangs after the first technical was, we think, for hanging on the rim in pregame by Dixie. And now another, this is the third tee of the night. It's intense in here, huh?
Absolutely.
Hawes makes them
fun
both.
Game. Hawes drills both Fabulous Freddy's free throws and gives the Mustangs a 2-point lead and the ball after the tech.
Desert Hill still leading over at the Thunderdome on Cedar, 50-40. That one late in the fourth quarter. And Snow Canyon is pulling away 54-29. That one also in the fourth quarter over Pineview.
Hawes drives, puts it up off the glass, and one. Amazing that he had the angle to put that one in through contact.
Hawes kind of feeling it tonight. You know, he hit those 2 threes kind of back-to-back in that second quarter. He's got that scores mentality going tonight, that mid-range floater with a little kiss off the glass.
And the free throw up and good. He is feeling it. He's got 20 for the Mustangs, leads all scores. Here's Roberts. Drive and kick out to Carter. Carter dribbles all the way to the other side of the floor, gets it to Dyer. Dyer, dribble drive, he'll be fouled. And I think that'll be the 7th. Maybe just the 6th. Sorry, 6th foul on Crimson Cliffs. Inbound pass goes to Dyer, back to Roberts. 6:30 on our Nets on Fire clock here in the fourth quarter. Roberts gonna get fouled by Jones on a little reach in on the crossover dribble.
He's 3 on Bridger Jones. Not a lot, but as long as they call that consistently, you got to adjust as a player.
And Roberts will go to the free throw line. He's got 6 points. And first free throw is good.
And yeah, you got to make these free throws. That's kind of what cost them when they lost 71-70, 8-point lead with a minute and some change left. They just couldn't make free throws down the stretch. Allowed Crimson to come back and win it.
Yeah, he has been money tonight. 8 free throws made for Roberts. Here's what a crossover there by Hawes. Then terminates and gets it back to McCone. And now he's got an open 3 and he drills it again. Dyer was really aggressive, took a gamble, and Hawes made him pay.
And a lob inside, and Hawes, I think, or McCone, take your pick. Both were like no easy ones at this point in time. And Hawes, he was saying, let's go, right in the face of Cam Dyer as he's retreating after he hit that 3 from the left wing. Another Team D3. Hawes, 23 tonight, matching his number, AT? Is that what he's got right now?
23 points. Free throw is up and good for Lemke. And he makes his second free throw. Lemke has 11. 52-48 Crimson. With 6 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Johnson gets it to Matthews. Back to Eaton. He puts it on the deck, gets it to McCone at the free throw line, kicks it back out to Matthews. And coach wants him to reset, and then he'll call a timeout. Full timeout, brought to you by the Scott Gibson team at Intercap Lending. We'll take it. Back with the rest of the fourth quarter right after this on ESPN 97.7.
Time apart has taught us. In our social distance, we found space. Space to ponder. Space to connect. Space to imagine. Space to heal. In the emptiness, we found meaning. In silence, we found beauty. In separation, we've discovered there is so much more to find when we find our space. Find your space.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
Welcome back, Devin Dixon, Andy Thompson. From the hangar, 5:50 left in the fourth quarter. Crimson with the ball and the lead, 52-48 over the Flyers.
Desert Hill still hanging on over there at home against Cedar, 57-50, 2 minutes left, under by 7. And Snow Canyon.
Pause. Hounded by Carter. Nearly had a over the back call. Pass goes ahead after the miss to Dyer in transition, up and good.
Beautiful feed ahead to Dyer.
Ball goes to Matthews, and he's going to go up and get fouled. Dyer wanted the block. We'll see who the foul's on. It'll be against Barbin. And Matthews will go to the line.
It's just his first. Bronson's not in foul trouble whatsoever. Because I think the official got it right. It was body, but Dyer's block up top was clean, and the official, really good officiating job there by Brian Abbott as he went and pointed right to who fouled him, so we kind of knew that it was not on the block up high.
Matthews with 3 points tonight. Does so many things on both sides of the court, offense and defense for Crimson Cliffs. Misses his second free throw, but it's rebounded by McCone. He's thinking about passing it out. Instead, he attacks the rim, finishes, and one for Jackson McCone.
Yeah, he's looking out to dish back outside, and then when nobody was open, he just turns and drives it, scores it, takes the harm. And Jackson McCone has been so solid tonight, getting the start. He's come off the bench a lot all season long, and he is making the most of that start tonight.
55-50 for Crimson. McCone trying to add to that lead, and he does. He's got 10 points for the Stain Gang. And they're going to make him throw it back in again. They wanted a substitution after the free throw.
And by the way, that just puts us over 55 points, and that means one thing, AT.
That's right. Holbrook Asphalt Big Score Dessert is on. Check out Yogurtland for 5 ounces of free, delicious frozen yogurt after the game.
For everyone.
Courtesy of our friends at Holbrook Asphalt. Ball goes lob pass up ahead to Lemke. Beautiful delivery.
When you need a bucket, that's the play you go to. That's bread butter right there. Pass has to be good, though. But once you get that pass to Lemke, just easy bucket.
56-52. Under 5 minutes now on our Nets on Fire clock. They double team Eaton. Eaton gets it away to Matthews, who drives and is fouled. 2 shots coming up for Jordan Matthews.
Yeah, Travis there, just once he got to that loose ball, smart decision to attack because everybody was kind of helter-skelter and not set defensively, and then Travis just takes it right into Barbin, and Barbin gets his second foul.
And here's Matthews, rattles one out.
And Trav's only about a 58% free throw shooter. It hasn't been solid from the line this year.
Yeah, second attempt from the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line is good. (57-52). Crimson with the lead. Here's Dixie. 4:40 here in the fourth quarter. Roberts driving, and he's going to get fouled, and the referee is talking to Dixie. He said, I'll call it there. It was a block for you on Matthews. Free throws for Roberts.
That same official has called that he's the one's calling that. He's been consistent with that call. You give him that.
Roberts.
Doesn't seem like a law, but where he's been calling all night, he just, out in the open court, he's calling that bump, that hand check pretty tightly tonight. And as long as he's consistent with it as a player, you just got to adjust. And I think he's been pretty consistent with that call all night.
And Roberts finally misses a free throw. Holy cow, he had 9 made in a row. Here's McCone, 57-53. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson drives and then turns around. Gets it to McCone, and we got a timeout by Coach Winters. And we'll take it with him. We'll see if it's a full timeout or a 30. Brought to you by the Scott Gibson team at Intercap Lending. We'll take the full timeout. Back with more from the hangar right after this.
Ideal Home and Paint. Ideal has all the top quality brands like PPG, Pratt & Lambert, and Cimarron floor epoxy coatings. Ideal has that. Check out their paint design center, 4096 South River Road, or call 656-0801.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Thanks for being with us on a Wednesday night. Region 10 basketball, Hearst Ace Hardware updates. Desert Hills still leading late in the fourth over Cedar 63-52. And they're in a great position to get the upset victory in the Thunderdome. Updates brought to you by Hearst Ace Hardware.
Yeah, appreciate Morgan Pest Control, too. We're excited to bring back our 60 for Schools program, $60 for every region win, as Morgan's celebrating 60 years pest control service here in Southern Utah. And you get your first 4 sprays for $60, so give them a call and get signed up today. It's a great deal.
57-53, Mustangs with the lead and the ball, taking their time on offense. Here's Hawes, guarded by Carter, throws it away. Carter gets it ahead to Roberts. Dixie down 4, trying to cut into this lead. 4 minutes on the Nets on Fire clock. Roberts hands it off to Carter, trying to work through Lemke. Lemke comes high post. He's being guarded by McCone. McCone tries to go for the steal. Doesn't quite get it. Kicked over to Carter for a a wing three. Good. Grant Carter.
Yeah, hadn't hit a 3 all night. Missed a couple in the first half. Kind of went to the drive and was getting buckets in the lane. But that time when they needed a 3, a big one. And then a jump ball by Carter defensively. Gets the tie up.
Great stretch there by Carter. It'll stay with Crimson Cliffs. Wow, 57-56, Crimson with the lead. Hawes will inbound it. Gets it over to Matthews with 3:30 on the clock. Matthews guarded by Carter. Gets it to Houston Johnson. Johnson to Eaton from the free throw line. Can't get it to fall. Rebound fought for. And it's going to go off of, they're going to consult. They're going to say Dixie ball. And it looked like the right call to me. Let's see, Barbin hits it, but then who hits it? I think it's off Johnson, yeah. Good call. Here we go, Roberts, 57-56. Dixie down 1. Lemke posting up on McCone. They whip it around to Carter to Roberts. Lemke on the block. They double team him. No, they leave McCone one-on-one. Lemke goes for the hook shot. Good, he's automatic.
And all of a sudden that lead is erased. The Crimson Cliffs Mustangs had that miraculous comeback in the first meeting back in January, and now the Flyers are mounting the comeback here, but still a lot of time left, AT, but they have taken that lead back 58-57.
45-second break. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hey, Dad, I need your help asking Jessica to prom.
Of course. Love is like the ocean. You have to tread the waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Hey, Jessica. Will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
Got a project at work or around the house? Well, think Bucks Ace Hardware. Think Bucks for all the top brands like DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Still. Plus, Bucks has the best sporting goods department. You've got to see their gun department. It's stocked with a great selection of guns and ammo and accessories. 2 locations at the Dino Crossing in St. George or State Street in Hurricane.
What a game. Here we go. We got 3:01 left on our Nets on Fire clock. Thanks for being with us. Our ideal home and paint game of the night on ESPN Radio as well as CEC TV. Here's Bridger Jones walking it up. Crimson all of a sudden down 1. They've enjoyed a lead for the last several minutes as Matthews will be fouled, and he'll go to the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line, shooting 1 in the bonus. Chance to regain the lead potentially.
This feels like an instant classic in the making here with 2:49 left on that Nets on Fire clock. By the way, shout out to Jermaine Ojegba, Nets on Fire, doing a little film breakdown on the Region Rush highlight show yesterday.
Oh, what a stud.
Go check that out. You can watch it if you missed it on our website, sportsradio977.com. Always Andy's shooting that and producing that with our friends at CEC TV every Tuesday down at campus.
Here's Dixie Barbin. 2:30.
By the way, we've got a March 5th high school all-star game coming back here to St. George.
Oh, Roberts with the drive. Oop.
They're
waving it off. They're going to call Roberts with the offensive foul. That would have brought the house down. Roberts is still down on the floor.
Get floored. Big hit. Get floored construction, our charge block sponsor. Homes for sale, remodeling. GetFlooredSouthernUtah.com. Check it out, but not a good scene here for Jordan Roberts as he gets called for the charge after a beautiful lob. Ooh. And what happened there down low is
just landed hard on his butt. And he beautiful play design, but credit McCone for leaving his man completely to get good position to take the charge. And he kind of knew what was coming.
Intermountain Sports
Great
Medicine.
defensive play.
One of our great sponsors. They do such an incredible job keeping our athletes safe, and he's up.
Man.
Slowly up and walking under his own power. And his dad comes over, first thing it looked like he said, "You good? You okay, bud?"
Stretching it out a little bit.
You have a bruised tailbone. Hopefully that's all it is a bruised tailbone, huh? The floor ain't soft.
Yeah, he came down from way up there.
But take the bucket away. So instead of Dixie getting that emphatic alley-oop slam, the charge wipes the bucket away. But Dixie still has the 1-point lead.
58-57. We'll see what Crimson Cliffs has in store with a brief little pseudo timeout there. Discuss what they want to do in this offensive possession. They get it to Haas, who will bring it up the floor. He leads all scorers with 23 points tonight. Is he going to be the man to get the shot this possession? Here's Jones, gets it to Haas. Screen set up by McCone. Haas guarded by Lemke. Good job switching over by Lemke. Ball knocked out of bounds by Dyer. It'll stay with the Mustangs.
Every possession critical here in crunch time. Can't afford empty possessions or turnovers.
Here's Jones, backdoor cut from Haas. Couldn't quite get it to him. McCone gonna go against Lemke, puts it up high off the glass, misses it, rebounded by Barbin. So strong with the ball as both Eaton and McCone were going for it, and he held on.
Look at Dixie, they run to the front court, huddle up. Crimson a little tired, they're kind of walking back.
Man.
Strong board by Bronson Barbin. Just signed on signing day here at Dixie High, February 3rd. They play football for Paul Peterson and the Dixie State Trailblazers. Going to go on a 2-year mission first, though. They're going to get another Flyer quarterback back, though, by fall camp in Reggie Graff.
That's right.
They got your guy, the transfer, too, from Hawaii.
Boone Abbott. Yeah.
Your guy.
Let's see. Barbin misses his first free throw.
Of course, big homestand for the Dixie State men's basketball team. We'll have it for you tomorrow night. Dixie taking on, in the Burns Arena, New Mexico State. And then Saturday, Grand Canyon coming to the Burns Arena. And we got a stoppage. What's this?
2-point game. The ref is calling an official timeout. He wants to chat with his buddies here at center court. And both teams will go to the sideline. And getting something straightened out, going to the scorer's table.
I don't know what this is about, Andy. I'm not going to act like I know. The official stop play, called both over. Lead official is Bruce McPherson. He's at the scorer's table right now. And clock's 1:53. Dixie's up on the We Win Injury Law scoreboard 59-57. And see if they adjust. A laser has been reported in the stands. So somebody's pointing a laser at the officials maybe, or one of the players. I don't know. Roger, the PA announcer at Dixie, saying laser in the stands. We're on the watch for you.
All right. We'll be looking out for a laser pointer.
I've never even owned one of those. What do they do?
I think they shoot a laser.
A little ray of light. But what's the point of them? I guess if you're at a rock concert.
Screw with cats. Here's Bridger Jones. They're down 2. Mustangs trying to find Haas. He's guarded by Lemke. They got a mouse in the house down low. They go to Eaton, and he'll be fouled.
Yep.
And he'll have a great opportunity here from the free throw line.
Yeah, Haas spotted that Eaton had a size advantage on Grant Carter Jr., and Carter's like, okay, they're going to him. I better just reach around and try to steal this or get the foul. And not a bad idea. Up 2, you don't mind putting Eaton on the line.
Here's Eaton. Rolls in the first free throw. He's got 15.
Yeah, Eaton and Hawes have been incredible tonight for the Mustangs. And then Lemke and Dyer doing a lot of the scoring for the Flyers.
Eaton makes both of them clutch free throws to tie the game up here. 59-59, 135 on our Nets on Fire clock. Dixie ball. And we'll see how much time they want to let tick off here. Tie ball game.
Yeah,
Carter
I mean,
to Roberts.
No shot clock, no hurry. You want to get a really good shot, or even potentially you could hold for the final 1:15 now up there on the Nets on Fire clock, and just try to take the game winner. And if you don't get it, worst case is overtime.
Lemke was in single coverage, but they elected to not go down there to him.
And Dixie wants to really get you to overplay, and then they can beat you up the dribble, and then suck the defense to them, and then extra pass for maybe a baseline jam or something. They'd take that shot right now, but if they don't get that, then they're content here to let this tick down. And, of course, this won't happen next year when we have that 35-second shot clock installed in the state of Utah.
They trap for a second, and then Coach Roberts wants to get the timeout to discuss the most important possession of the game coming up for the Flyers. He'll call the Scott Gibson team an Intercap lending timeout. Scott Gibson team, they don't match their rates or their fees. We'll take the full 45-second break. We'll be back right after this.
Sam, Elmo.
Oh, hey, Julia. You ready to play band with us? I'm going to play my clarinet.
And Elmo's going to play his drum. Drum loud.
Oh, well, you know what to do, Julia.
Julia knows.
With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music. Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out, with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Welcome back. Chance to catch our breath. 59-59. Dixie with the ball.
This is the last game to go final. The other 2 games in Region 10 have went final. Desert Hills beat Cedar and Snow Canyon beat Pineview tonight. But both those games went over 55 points. We're already over 55 points here. So good news for all you basketball fans listening on radio or watching. Head to Yogurtland, get that big score dessert.
See how aggressive Crimson Cliffs is defensively here, as Dixie likely going to be as patient as possible unless something wide open at the rim comes open. Roberts.
You certainly don't want to foul if you're Crimson. That's the last thing Coach Winter said out of that timeout. I was like, don't foul. Make him shoot it over the top of you. Don't put him on the foul line.
15 seconds. And they're going to hold 10 seconds. Back to Carter. Now they're looking to move. Carter drives middle. Gets it to Lemke. Lemke to Dyer. Floats it up. No good. Misses it. Rebounded by Johnson. And we've got extra basketball. Not a bad look by Cam Dyer.
No, actually a really unselfish play by Kyle Lemke. I mean, you lob it to him. You know he can catch that. That's smart by Carter. Then you kick it to Dyer. let him take that game winner because you kind of started to be double teamed, and Lemke felt that, but just didn't go.
And what do you expect between these two teams? Overtime coming your way. Wow. Thanks for being with us. Ideal Home and Paint game of the night, living up to the expectations. Check out Ideal Home and Paint, your home improvement experts in Southern Utah since 1975, owned and operated by the Odette family. 2 locations, Ideal Distributors for all your automotive paint on Tabernacle, and Ideal Home and Paint, 4096 South River Road, for everything you need for your home improvement projects. Ideal has that.
That's going to be another instant classic tonight, huh, AT? Unless somebody goes on a 12-0 run or something crazy in overtime, which, as you know, I always say, expect the unexpected. I wouldn't put it past one of these two teams, but it doesn't seem likely the way this game has played out so far. 4 minutes is all they put on the clock for the extra session, and another valuable close game where you got to execute. You get situational key things to try to work on here to win a game, just like you're probably going to see in the state tournament later this month at the Burns Arena.
Oh, absolutely. Big time matchup. 2 very well coached teams. And we've got overtime.
I'm impressed with the Mustangs on the road getting to this point. I know they let that lead slip away, but credit them getting that stop at the end and getting this into extra time.
Tip won by Dixie. Here's Dyer. Gets it over to Roberts, to Carter. Lemke working hard down low. Crimson's done a pretty good job on him tonight. Barbin, open team D3, puts it up short. Ball tipped by Dyer, but right into the hands of Bridger Jones. Mustangs ball.
Good box out by Eaton to just allow him to tip it, and that's all he could do.
And Crimson will slow it down. Double high post. McCone will drive on Lemke. Flings it up. No good. Good defense by Lemke. And the ball will go back to the Flyers. Still tied.
It was a good run out with the double high post because Eaton cleared some space where he had that one-on-one, but just tough to shoot over Lemke. That's another block for Kyle in this game.
Roberts goes to Barbin. He's guarded by Eaton. Back out to Roberts. Lemke's wanting it. He's got Bridger Jones on him down low. He's going to repost on the other side, fronted by Jones with help by McCone. Roberts thought about a long 3, but held up.
McCone did a good job. He's saying, go and grabbing Bridger and saying, switch me back.
Roberts gets it over to Carter. Post-to-post screen. Then gets it to Barbin at the free throw line. Barbin drives. Good defense by Crimson. Forces him to kick it back out. Carter's going to drive. Get it to Dyer. Back out to Roberts. We'll see if maybe they'll hold it for the rest of the overtime period here, Devin. Lemke kicks it over to Dyer. Dyer puts it on the deck. Puts it up. Amazing.
Body control is sensational. Cam Dyer, he's had a nice, solid night. 13 on the game.
61-59. Dixie now with a 2-point lead. Haas shows it on the drive and then kicks it to Eaton, who makes the clutch jump shot.
Smart. Hudson there. Little ball fake. Nobody bit. Boom. Little shovel pass to the elbow and little 15-footer Drano for Jordan Eaton.
61-61 on our We Win injury loss scoreboard. Dixie ball. 1:50 left in the overtime period. Barbin drives baseline against McCone. Goes up. Gets blocked by Eaton. Mustang ball.
Now Crimson, I mean, do you hold to the last shot like Dixie did for the last minute of regulation? Minute plus.
Haas is going to drive and put it up off the glass.
Heck no. Up play for Casey Winters. Shooters got to shoot. Hudson Haas's career night continuing.
Being aggressive. 25 for Haas. Dixie now down 63-61. Lemke facing up. Gets it out to Roberts. Open team D3. Misses it. Long rebound. Fought for. Got by Dyer, who drives baseline but loses it. And it'll go to the Mustangs.
Dyer is so good. Finding the ball off the rim. So quick. Long length, but just ran out of real estate on the baseline.
2-point lead for the Mustangs.
Here's the three-quarter court press.
Yeah, under a minute now. Eaton gets it to Jones.
They want it over back, but Flyer fans, the whole body has to go into the front court before you can go back over. And it didn't. That's a good no call by the officials.
Haas going to get trapped, and they're going to call the offensive foul Carter sells it. Coach Winters is not happy with the call. We can see here on the replay. And it's that he had his off arm kind of extended out that may have sold it, but Carter just, like he plays for Duke, gets a huge turnover there for the Flyers.
And a lot of players got to get that arm bar out there, right, to keep the reach-ins from happening.
Yeah.
But does he extend it? Pretty good sell job by Carter, isn't it?
Yeah. I think both teams have an argument there, as is often the case with those 50-50 calls, especially late in games. But the Flyers,
I just like to see them play on in that situation if I had to guess. But, hey, man, these officials out here doing a pretty good job overall tonight. It's such a thankless job. I thought they've been pretty consistent all night long. And I know the coaches are never happy, right? And half the fans aren't happy on one call, and then half the fans are upset at the next call. But I think overall they've done a pretty good job tonight. But, give Carter credit. He sold it. As soon as that arm extended, he sold that and got the whistle, and that's all that matters.
Down 2, Dixie ball. Devin, what do you want to see if you're the Flyers on this half-court set?
It's hard not to try to work it down low to Kyle Lemke, make them double team you, then you can go back out and you might get a game-winning 3. If not, Kyle can go to work if they decide to not double him. I can't imagine the Mustangs not throwing extra help at Kyle Lemke. So I would expect him to go through him. If not, he can kick it out to Carter. Carter can dribble drive. Dyer can dribble drive, pull up mid-range jumper, at least try to tie this thing.
45 seconds. Dixie down 2 with the ball. Roberts to Carter, gets a ball screen, fought through by Haas, gets it to Lemke, to Roberts. Lemke sets a ball screen, then rolls. Ball's gotten to Dyer, to Roberts. Lemke posting up on that right block. 28 seconds. Carter makes a move. Picks it back out to Roberts. Back to Carter. Carter, step back 3, launches it from deep. No, rebounded by Haas with 18 seconds left. Haas will be fouled. And he'll have a chance to extend the lead for the Mustangs with 16.5 seconds on our Nets on Fire clock.
I mean, they got it to Lemke at the elbow, but they never tried to get him the ball on the block there. It's not a bad look by Carter, and but it's a step back contested 3, and it just skips off the rim, no good.
Gotta love a kid who's willing to have the guts to
he's
take
fearless.
that shot. Here's Haas, makes it. 3-point game.
That's big.
He's got 26.
Not a career high for Haas, but still a really solid night.
Second free throw, good. Nothing but the bottom. 4-point game for the Mustangs. They're fired up. Timeout.
Well, and Snow Canyon's just wrapping their win up against Pineview. They're watching and listening to this game probably really closely right now because Dixie's trying to keep pace with the Warriors and stay tied atop the region standings. If Dixie falls and they're in a little trouble here down 4 with 16 seconds left, that means Snow Canyon back in sole possession, and they'll get a little breathing room for the #1 seed in the upcoming state basketball tournament. They had about a 3/10 differential between Snow Canyon at 1 and Dixie 2 going into these games tonight. And again, Snow Canyon already won 58-36 at the pit over Pineview, and Desert Hills a 65-52 win. And all of our games over 55 points. So remind you, take advantage. I mean, 5 ounces free yogurt for everybody that heads to Yogurtland tonight. No matter what team you root for, win or lose, just ask for the Big Score dessert to check out, and they will hook you up over there. Good only at the St. George Yogurtland. Eventually, AT, we're going to get to that Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame show. We got to pick an Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game. I don't know if we've seen it yet. And we got to name our Ernie's 2 players of the game, all coming up.
Here's Carter, breaking the pressure, gets it to Roberts, to Lemke, to Barbin, top of the key 3. Barbin puts it in!
And Coach Roberts instantly goes to the clock and said, I want a little more time. I want a little more time. It's back down to 1. Barbin, wow. We picked him as our Intermountain Sports Performance Star Watch player tonight. I just had a feeling Barbin was going to have one of those games, just really solid all night long, but he looked to score a little bit more in the first half tonight, and all of a sudden, I bet he's got a double-double. He's probably got 12 and 10 tonight, 12 points, 10 rebounds if I had to guess. I'm not keeping track of our Red Rock Real Estate rebounds tonight, but he's been incredible. That was a clutch dagger team D3 from straight away. Contested, hand in his face.
Huge shot by Barbin. We'll see what Dixie's plan is for how much time they're going to let tick off, trying to trap and get a steal before they foul.
Not more than 2-3 seconds. You got to go for the quick foul. If you don't get it on the inbound or you don't get a poke away right there.
Pretty instant.
You got it. Yeah, you want to preserve as much time because you want to be able to have enough time to draw up an open three to try to tie it if the case comes down to where Crimson goes to the line and makes 2 free throws and pushes it back up to 3.
And you'd love anybody but Haas to get the ball here.
Yeah.
Because he has been in fuego, shooting from all over the court tonight. Travis Matthews will inbound it for the Mustangs. He's got the baseline to run. 65-64, 8.2 seconds now on the clock. Crimson with the 1-point lead, trying to inbound it. And Matthews will call the timeout. Good coverage by Dixie. And another Scott Gibson team at Intercap lending timeout. We'll keep it right here. Scott Gibson team, they don't match their rates or their fees. See how much you can save today. Scott Gibson team. Also want to thank Simply Wisdom Teeth, our jump ball sponsor. Had a few of those tonight. Check out Dr. Hendrickson's 600 5-star reviews at simplywisdomteeth.com. Get all 4 wisdom teeth pulled for just $899.
What a clutch 3 by Bronson Barbin.
Keeping hope alive in the hangar.
Wanted that shot. Yeah, wanted it. A couple extra passes. Buried it. And now, like I said, 2-3 seconds is all you can gamble with here before you have to foul. So Crimson can play keep away a little bit. If they can get a play designed where they can run away from the defenders, kill a little clock, you may draw and pass away. I mean, you might be able to run 5 or 6, 7 seconds off if you can get something designed like that.
Here's Matthews, inbounds it to McCone. He's fouled instantly by Barbin.
I love the sportsmanship. A lot of guys on both sides helping each other up tonight.
And McCone going to the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line. He has 10 points tonight.
He's been great. He's been great. McCone this year from the free throw line is a 74% free throw shooter. So Coach Winters does not mind that they fouled him. The best free throw shooter on the team. Class is 80%. Jensen is 76. McCone's 74. Hawes is 77. So they're all right there in the same vicinity.
And Coach Winters is going to keep his defenders as McCone knocks down his first free throw.
Still, Flyers have 7 seconds, but do they need a 2 to tie it, a 3 to win it, or a 3 to tie it and send it to a second overtime? It depends on this Fabulous Freddy's free throw.
Here's McCone. Free throw up and drills it.
That's clutch. Yeah, that's, took the word right out of my mouth, AT.
He's been the man. 7 seconds to go, 90 feet, and get a 3 here if you're Dixie. Barbin inbounding it to Carter.
Okay, they allowed for a substitution. They put another 3-point shooter in Robinson in.
And Dyer will inbound it to Carter. Carter pushing, crosses the timeline, 5 seconds.
And the foul, that's smart.
And they're gonna foul him to send him to the free throw line, not even let them attempt a 3.
That's smart. That's Coach Winters being around John Judkins for a long time as an assistant coach at Dixie State. In that situation, most times, up by 3, put him on the line. Don't let him have a 3 to tie it. But you got to secure the rebound.
4.3 seconds on the clock. Here's Carter, first free throw up and good.
Now, do you intentionally miss this? If you do, you can see Travis Matthews, Parker's teammates, let's rebound, and you're going to see Houston Johnson checking in for a little bit more size rebounding.
Yeah, with 4.3 seconds, I wouldn't be surprised if they go for the long rebound on an intentional miss here from Carter. With Dyer crashing the boards with Barbin from the perimeter. He's going to throw it off the backboard. Rebounded by Dixie. Lemke puts it up. Misses the lay-in. And that's the game. What a beautifully executed miss by Carter. Gets into the hands of Dixie, and you just got to feel what a great job. And Kean Webb is down
roll
on
his
the
ankle
floor.
maybe.
And Lemke put it up, and just tough luck. He has been awesome all night long. Just didn't get the roll. What an epic game, again, between two great programs. As Crimson Cliffs holds on 67-65 in overtime. Blown away by the ending. Great effort.
Instant classic, AT. One of those games nobody deserved to lose. Crimson finds a way, sweeping the Flyers. Don't count this Mustang team out coming out of Region 10 in the state tournament with some firepower.
We'll take the 1-minute break. We'll be back with the Johnson Pediatrics post-game show right after this.
Radio Dixie 91.3. Young the Giant, something to believe in.
John, what song do you want to hear? Next, Miss Columbus. You'll be on the SWAT team, the restaurant team. Just a fantastic situation. I should talk to you. I was going to talk to you last time.
And welcome back. What a game. Dixie can't get the last shot to fall. They fall 67-65 to Crimson Cliffs. And Crimson gets the sweep of the Flyers this season. Pretty remarkable. And a great game from beginning to end. Holy cow. All right, here are your stat leaders. Hudson Hawes, 27 points tonight. He was absolutely tremendous for Crimson Cliffs. Jordan Eaton had 18. Jackson McCone had 12, including some clutch free throws at the end of the game. For Dixie, Kyle Lemke had 15. Cam Dyer, 13. Barbin had 12. He had a huge three down the stretch. Grant Carter had 10. Jordan Roberts had 9. And Kean Webb had 6 points for the Flyers. Those are our Wilkinson's House of Lighting stats. And Hudson Hawes with 27 points. Time now for our Ernie's 2 Sinclair Station Player of the Game. And what do you think, Devin?
Hudson Hawes.
Yeah, I think that's probably right. 27 points.
I mean, he put
makes it kind of easy for us.
Eaton was great. I love what McCone did, but you needed every single one of those Hudson Hawes points tonight.
Yeah.
He's the guy for me that's your Ernie's 2 Sinclair Station player. Go get yourself some chicken strips, Hudson Hawes over there at Ernie's 2, best in the West.
Absolute stud. Hudson Hawes tonight at Ernie's 2 Sinclair Station, bringing you our player of the game all season long with locations in St. George, Hurricane, Cedar, and Beaver.
But Eaton, I mean, 18, you love that. McCone in double figures with 12. 4 in double figures for the Flyers. I mean, the Stars were out tonight in this game, AT.
What a game, absolutely. Let's see, let's do our Playmaker play of the game, Devin. I'll let you think about it for a second. Check out AWP, the Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmakers in the appliance business. Open to the public and across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart. It's easier than you think to buy direct and save at AWP. Some big shots, some big plays on both sides tonight. Trying to think, how about the charge taken by Jackson McCone near the end of the game? Could have been an alley-oop dunk. Instead, it was Mustang's ball.
Well,
what do you think?
Do we have highlights?
Let's see.
If we have them, roll them, guys. But I think right there at the end, you got to go kind of with that. Here we go. Second half highlights.
Big
we'll
time.
Reenact them for you for our radio audience. Barbin inside. Great tonight. 12, probably 10 boards tonight for BD.
Yeah, he was a stud. Turnover here. Matthews throwing it ahead to McCone, who throws it down.
That's a nominee, top play nominee.
And then Kean Webb somehow through
shot.
contact gets that one up and good.
Yeah, tough shot by Kean.
And then a long shot there for Dixie, up and good. Eaton, top of the key 3.
Yeah, if nobody there, you got to shoot that, and Eaton made him pay.
And then an offensive rebound here by Dyer, and the fadeaway
that was
that was a big shot.
Into the third quarter there, and then more Dyer just driving. McComb wants to take that charge, and he just contorts his body, goes around it.
And then the pickpocket here by Bridger Jones and score.
This was a momentum swinging sequence then, because then there was a technical on Dixie right after that, and they were able to push that lead up to 5 or 6 after that Hawes bucket and 1.
Here's the baseball pass to Dyer. Goes up and finishes in transition.
That is such a good finish, isn't it? Just soft finger roll. I want to see more of this down the stretch there from Dixie, but Crimson did a really good job really forcing Lemke to the elbows, but when he was down there, just buckets were happening. But I mean, Lemke had a really good look at the end, just didn't go. That was to win. That was to tie it.
Right.
And if Dixie wins, that might have been your play of the game. But right here, this mid-range J by Eaton was clutch.
Big time shot.
Tied it back up. And then
Hawes was just, he had the eye of the tiger tonight from the beginning of the opening tip-off. And then Barbin, wow.
This cuts it to 1. I mean, it's back to 1. You got to miss the free throw, and then the end here, Lemke soft touch.
Man.
You could go with that McCone rebound as the play of the game. That mid-range J by Eaton seems large, but the Hawes bucket after that's probably, Hawes probably sweeping the awards tonight. Player of the game and Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game. Yeah. That little window shot there pushed that lead up to 4. Even though Barbin hit that 3, that gave them just enough cushion. Now, Nate, my buddy, said, hey, the percentages when you foul are actually lower. But I liked fouling with 4 seconds left there. But everybody's got a little bit different opinion on that when you're up by 3. But you can't lose by putting them on the line. You can certainly have to go to another overtime if you hit the 3.
Yeah, you don't expect the free throw shooter to do an excellent job missing long off the backboard with a bounce off the front iron.
To the middle of the key
right
where
to
you
your
got the
best
size.
guy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's hard to duplicate, but incredible job there.
Dixie wins that. Lemke makes that missed free throw. When was it? I don't think we've ever came up with a missed free throw as our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game, but that would have probably been it. Instead, you got to go back to the last bucket of the game, probably in a tight one in overtime, and that was Hawes and Eaton there. Those couple crucial little mid-range jumpers there. You go AWP Playmaker plays of the game, Eaton and Hawes.
Thanks for listening to the Dr. Cody Johnson at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. His staff make your kids feel right at home. See why so many are choosing Johnson Pediatrics and ask for the new patient special. We do have Utah Jazz basketball coming your way as soon as we end here the broadcast tonight. Real quick, we'll give you a look ahead for Friday night. Cedar will be at Crimson right here on ESPN Radio. Hurricane at Dixie over on KDXU, and Pineview plays Desert Hills on Friday night.
Yeah, Jazz Warriors. Craig Bullerjack says, buckle up, Region 10 fans. And now you've enjoyed your Region 10. Go get that Holbrook Big Score dessert while you listen to some Jazz basketball. And, man, thanks to all our great sponsors. Another $60 for schools going to be donated to Crimson. Thanks to Morgan Pest Control for that. We're excited to do that all year long as they're 60 years serving Southern Utah. And playoffs are sneaking right up on us, Andy. Can't wait until we get to the postseason, but it went by a little too fast. I want more of this. I want more of this before we get to the postseason, and then hopefully that Burns Arena is rocking, and it's a big advantage for Region 10 once we get to the Burns.
Special thanks to our CEC TV crew. As always, an amazing job, as well as Martin back in the studio. And thanks for being with us, ESPN 97.7. We'll be back tomorrow. Devin Dix Show live from Mesquite, the Eureka Casino and Resort. Come say hi to us at the beautiful new William Hill Sports Book at the Eureka. Have a great night, everybody. Here's Jazz basketball.